Hello and welcome. Wow, I bet you weren't expecting to see us tonight, were you? Not? Is it tonight or is it this afternoon? Oh, 5:30. I think that kind of contributes almost into the evening. Let me tell you, for us, it is 10:30 in the evening, and we are 2/3 of the, actually a little bit further, good 2/3 of the way into the big HSN June show. Now, this show has been like no other, and you guys have loved it today. So, what we were, I explained to people, if you were with me for the preview on Saturday night, I was explaining to everyone that basically June wasn't supposed to be a craft event at all. And what HSN have done is they've said, right, let's put together just a handful of hours for craft and let's use it as a kind of a little bit of a mini warehouse clearance. So what we'll do is we'll clear out, make loads of space in the warehouse because all of the Christmas products will be starting to ship in the next couple of months. Now, that is brilliant news for you guys at home because it has meant that we have had huge savings up to 75% on loads of our Crafters Companion items. Now, what I found is, yes, there's lots of them have been on air. There's some of them that haven't even made it to air because they've sold out before we've been on air. There's some that we aren't getting a chance to mention that I wanted to let you know. And we had this big chunk of time between the last show that I did at 3 o'clock and I'm not back on air till 9 o'clock with Suzanne. And I said, right, we're here in the studios. We've got the team here. Let's go live and take more time to do more demos on the things that we didn't have time to do full presentations on. Now, the today's special has been cut short. It was cut short at almost lunchtime today, so I haven't had the chance to do another full presentation as I wanted to. So for anyone who's been sitting on the fence, who's been thinking about it, wanting to know, I'm going to do a full proper presentation of the today's special. All the demos that I've never had chance to do all day, we're going to be getting into that and looking at that in detail. There's a couple of the items that are on the verge of selling out. We're down to the last couple of hundred units. I'm going to take that chance to show you some of the samples because it'll be the last chance ever that we get to look at some of these products. And we're also going to have a little look through the HSN website. Now, you saw it jump up on the screen a little bit earlier. If you go onto the HSN website, you will find everything. So on the homepage, you can see that it will take you to the regular craft section where you've got up to 60% off. Scroll down a little bit and you'll find the today's special. By the way, the auto ship version of the today's special is literally down to just a few hundred. So those of you who are waiting, oh, we've almost lost it. Those of you that have been waiting to get the auto ship of the today's special, last couple of hundred, a little bit more to come on that a little bit later. But you can see, you can have a scroll down. I couldn't even do a full presentation of it with Helen in the 3 o'clock show. We got 2 minutes on it and that was it. But that's the today's special. We will come back to that a little bit later. What I wanted to show you is where you can go and find all of our items for the day. So if you're on the home page, what I want you to do is I want you to go back to HSN at home and you'll see up in the crafts and sewing section, if you click on crafts and sewing, you can then click on featured brand Crafters Companion. Now when you click on Crafters Companion, it'll take you through here. We've got a this day only coming up in the 9 o'clock hour with Suzanne at a ridiculous, and I mean a ridiculous price. I'm just going to tell you now that paper library, if you could buy just the paper library folder on its own for the price that you're getting the paper library folder and 150 sheets of the paper stock, you would absolutely be doing that. But $29.95, they've just dropped the price. Literally in the last hour or so, they've dropped that price to $29.99. They have a couple of thousand. They will all be cleared out in the 9 o'clock show. So have a little look at that, okay? You can actually go and watch one of the presentations ahead of time. But if I go back a little bit, you can see things like the stacked diesel cards coming up at 9 o'clock. As you go right through, you'll see all of the items I've been presenting today and loads that I haven't had chance to present today. Loads of them are on fantastic special pricing. Like, look at the pricing. We've got so many of them have had the prices dropped just for the day. Now, have a little scroll through. The great thing about today, guys, is fill your cart for $5. So literally, you shop as many times as you want. If you've already ordered something today, chances are you've already paid your $5. You aren't going to be paying for any more shipping and handling. Everything else, it'll automatically calculate and put that through for free for you. So it's this is why I wanted to get on tonight and have that chance to run through everything with you. Now, there's one last thing I wanted to show you. We found out, I don't know if we were supposed to know about this, we found out about a secret sale that HSN are running. Now, I found out about this from our fan group. So if you're not already in our fan group, Fans of Crafters Companion on HSN, give us a search on Facebook and you'll see it's a community of crafters who all share their top picks like, look guys, I've found that there's a secret sale where you can get up to 75% off, and tell everybody else about it. It is literally the best group on Facebook. So if you want to go and have a little look, here's what you do, okay? On the website, up on the top, right up in the top where it says search keyword, type in WOW. W-O-W, type in WOW, and it'll come up and say you found it, the secret sale, saving extra 75% on the top markdowns. Now you do have to put your email address in, the one that you will use at checkout as well. You must do that. It's not just our brand, it's all of the craft brands. Now as you can see, a lot of these are starting to sell out. I've been through and a lot of, in fact most of the Crafters Companion items in there are already sold out. There are still a splattering of items. So as you're having a little look down, let's see if I can find some of them. There's a hunky-dory teal treasures kit for $5. Guys, it's less than $1 in your, look at me with me Americanization, less than $1 in your flexi basket. Then look at this one here. The Creative Collection should be $119 and it's $20.99. I can tell you now, there are literally a handful. We can see the sales figures. There's a handful of those left. You want to get them checked out. They could be gone in the next kind of half an hour if you're not quick, okay? So many different items. There's our Spectrum Noir markers in there. We've got some of our dyes. You can see there's some things from Diamond Press in there. Look at their markers there. Tricolours, $8.24. It is literally an absolute steal. Things that we've only got a handful of at the most ridiculous prices. So definitely go, and remember, all you need to do is you need to go onto that home page and you need to type WOW, W-O-W. That gets you to this secret sale where you can get up to 75, well actually a lot of them are more than 75% clearance on there. It is absolutely crazy, just crazy to get over there. Now, here's the thing guys, I am going to be here with you as long as it takes me to go through all of these items that we've got. The today's special, some of the items that you haven't had a chance to see in detail, some that I've wanted to do a little bit more demoing in, but you know what it's like, I can't quite manage on my own. I need to have someone to talk to. I need to have someone to chat to you guys, keep abreast of all the gossip that's going on in the chit-chat boxes while I'm doing the crafting. But the problem is it's 10:30 at night, Joe's on shift, he's gone off to bed, Ben's away on holiday for a couple of days, so guess who was in the building who was helping backstage with all our table set up? You might have heard us talk about the lovely Brent. Now, we were sitting down having a bit of dinner. I said, do you know what, I'm going to do an extra live. Brent, how do you fancy presenting? And he was like, me? Really? Well, I've only got my tracksuit on. I said, get in that green room, have a look through Joe and Ben's wardrobe, see what you can find. Come and show it. Look at how Brent, look how lovely it looks. Look at the outfit.
Here I am.
Look at
I've absolutely raided the green room wardrobe.
Whose is this?
I honestly have not. I think it might be Ben's, to be fair.
Whose shirt is it?
I think again Ben's.
I tell you what, whose trousers? He's had to pin them in.
I've pinned them in. I've pinned them in. Honestly, I was in a little green tracksuit with my shorts on. I went, I can't go on camera like this. So here I am.
We'll be fine. He's like, I haven't done my hair. I was like, you look all right. You look all right. Right, so here's the plan, okay? I'm going to scooch you over and I'm going to go and get ready to demo. I'm just going to feed you to the lionesses now, right?
Here I am.
So bear in mind, it's his first time. He's got voices in his head. He's never been... So here's what we've got going, okay? We've got Taylor. You always hear me talk about Taylor on the socials. Taylor is going to be... She's sitting in the gallery and she's trying to keep us right, and she's going to tell us when she sees things sell out or things are starting to get to like critical mass from what we can see from our HSN sales, so we can try and keep you up to date with what's going on. Susie, superstar Susie, is going to be on the socials. She's going to be feeding you through everything that you need to know.
We've got a lot of comments already. We've got loads of comments, yeah.
And then Nicola is busy vision mixing, so Nicola's going to be hopefully keeping up to date while we run around the studio like headless chickens. Katie and Liam are going to be trying to keep up with us in the studio, wheeling the tables in from the next studio where we've been on HSN into here. So you're going to have to bear with us. It's going to be one of those shows that will go down in the history books, and all I can say is thank you for joining us and keeping us right. Are you all right if I leave you with the ladies now and I go and get ready for my first demo?
Say some hellos to people, shall we?
Oh, he's learning quick, look at you. Right, I'm off.
So yes, we've had absolutely loads of comments coming through. We've got hello from Kentucky, hello from Seattle. We've got people from Southern California. Hi Sarah, welcome from rainy... Now, this is a one that I don't actually know how to pronounce.
Go on.
Oregon?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, you did all right there. You did all right.
We've got Janice Sutton, hello from West Virginia. Dawn Braddock, hello Sarah and team from a steamy New Jersey. A steamy New Jersey. Steamy. Wowza. We've got absolutely loads of comments here though. But yes, we've got a really good little impromptu show coming up for you. I'm excited. Angela's called me eye candy, has she?
We love eye candy, in fact. So I'm here. I've quickly clicked onto my phone, and so Barbara says you're looking sharp. Andrea says we love eye candy, and Olga says very handsome. Little Melting Pot says okay, Brent. I think they're going to look after you, Brent. I think they are going to look after you
as well.
Let's have a little look. I'm going to check on Facebook as well. So that's YouTube, and now I'm going to check Facebook.
Check on Facebook. Oh, it's lovely. All these comments coming through, though.
You're going to have to chit chat to him as well.
Yeah.
Because if he hasn't got anyone to chit chat, if you don't say things to him in the comments, he's going to stand there. He's not a seasoned professional like Ben and Joe, who can literally just talk about absolutely nothing for as long as you need them to talk about nothing. He needs someone to talk to and something to talk about. Oh look, we've got loads of people on Facebook as well. Oh, right, let's have a look. Dawn saying we'll take very good care of Brent. I bet you will, Dawn. I bet you will. Jerry's got a bunch of Christmas shopping done with the Wow sale today. That's the one where you go on the website and type in Wow. Cindy says you're adorable. Aww. Love it. Connie's in very hot Texas. Too hot to step outside, so she's staying in with the air conditioning. Watching me is always fun. Well, tell you what, you've got mate and Brent, who's going to be next level today. So you're going to have total fun. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to stop chit-chatting now. Loads of people on Facebook, by the way. Can I just say, as we weren't expecting to be here, we didn't actually know if anyone would be watching. So there's about twice the number of people who I thought would be coming, who are going to be on live here with us. Look at this, and Brent, they're keeping us up to date. We don't even need Taylor in our ears. They're telling us their creative collection's now sold out. They're going to be keeping us right. Oh, Sandy's asking, Brent, will you be doing demos?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not the best crafter. I mean, since I've started at Crafters, and I have learned how to do some things, but I don't know. I don't know if I can upstage Sarah over here with my crafting.
I tell you what, I've never known somebody so... He was worried that he would be so nervous and he wouldn't be confident enough doing some presenting. Now he's talking about upstaging me. You've got to be kidding.
That's it. That's what we need, isn't it? We need this banter, Sarah, at 10:30 on a Wednesday night.
It's got to keep us... Now, here's the thing, guys. You've got to keep us going. I'm not back on air down till 9 o'clock. Now, whilst I can't promise we will be here with you through with you all the way through till 9 o'clock, because we do have to have a cup of tea and a bit of a refresh and to set up the studio next door, we will be with you as long as it takes to show you whatever it is you want us to show you. Now, I'm going to start, Brent, with the Today's Special, okay? Now, for those of you that don't know the backstory, basically this was our Today's Special in January. And what they did was they bought, because we never repeat these things usually, they bought so much quantity, we brought in the Today's Special and they had enough to do an encore presentation, but not a full day of today. So usually the Today's Special gets 8 presentations. I've had a chance to present this twice and we haven't even been able to give it a third full presentation. I mean, it has literally been phone lines in meltdown. You guys absolutely love this. And the thing is, it was exceptional value at $99. Because this is a warehouse clearance day, the pricing has just been off the chart. So for all those of you who had this, maybe you bought this in January and you're wanting to restock up on the markers, there's over $100 worth of markers in here. You're getting for $70. So it's just worth it just for that. Or maybe you're someone who bought this back in January, have absolutely loved it, and now want to buy this as a gift for someone, we have the single ship and the auto ship. The auto ship you won't get the full auto ship program that we had when we launched in January. However, we will have like a short, so there's 4 future shipments that you get in this one. So if you want to get in on the auto ship, they're down to the last couple of hundred. Now the auto ship information is available over there on the screen for you, but we are literally last couple of hundred of the auto ships. The single ships will be fantastic value if you want to just buy this as a one-off purchase to give to someone, you know, to a loved one. I mean, we've had comments on there. I've been having a look. There's nearly 250 perfect 5-star reviews for this. People saying they're getting this for a niece or a nephew, a grandchild, a friend, getting someone into colouring. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Now, I am just going to walk everyone through it, Brent. You can get busy. Maybe you can get some of the comments that people have been reading as the 5-star review. So once I get lost in my little colouring world, you've got something to chat about. Unless you've got loads of chit-chat coming in from all your new friends,
well,
that is.
But do you know what, Sarah? It's just everyone complimenting, saying how adorable and how gorgeous I am. So I think I might come here more often, to be honest.
I think I might come here and raid Ben's wardrobe and, you know, to put his... What's Ben going to say? Has anyone sent Ben a picture of you wearing all of his clothes?
Oh, we should. Yes, we need to do that now, don't we?
Do you know what we need to do? Right, they're on it. Can you also just show them your slippers? Can you just get a leg up? Get a leg up and show them.
Oh, wait there.
I thought I was doing good with me Birkenstocks on for the day. Because the thing is, guys, you've got to remember, we're in here, so we were all in here at 3 o'clock this morning, UK time, and we'll be here through till 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we all come in comfortable attire. So Brent was there with his joggy bottoms and his slippers on, and then here's me saying, do you want to come and present a show with us, Brent? Off your tot, get ready.
It's just as well we've got Ben and Joe here, so I literally could go in and raid that wardrobe. Otherwise, I'd have had a hoodie on, green shorts, and none of you would have thought I look nice.
No,
so.
You definitely wouldn't have been getting the whole "you look gorgeous" comments on there. Right, here's the thing, guys, right? So if you haven't, let us know in the comments. Let me know in the comments so that I know exactly who I'm talking to. Are you people who've got the Today Special? You've seen the Today Special, but you didn't go for it? Is there anything you want to see with it? I'm going to quickly walk you through exactly what is in the Today Special, and then I'm going to start and get into some of the demonstrations, okay? But you must let me know in the... You must let me know in the comments whether you are the person who got it back in January, who's ordered it today, who's on the fence about it, who isn't sure, whatever it is, so that I can tailor the presentation to exactly who we've got watching, okay? Now, here we go. If I open this... Oh, look at this. Someone said, I've finally broken down and bought this and I can't wait to receive it. Now, let me walk you through, okay? This is a brand new marker pen that we just released literally in January. And because HSN's our biggest customer worldwide, they were our launch partner for the release, okay? Now, each of these, they have this really special Japanese brush nib. I know it looks like I've got a colourless one on here. This is the blender pen that I've got here. So you've got this lovely high quality Japanese brush nib for fantastic laydown of colour, and each pen is double-ended. So this one's got my ice grey and the blender pen in. You'll see on the other one, so for example, if I come to the nice blue turquoises and I lift out the BT pen, I've got peacock blue and also duck blue, but they are 2 of the different shades of the blue turquoise, so BT6 and BT8 in here. So basically what you've got is 16 different colours, but each one's then got 2 colours in each, so 32 of the pens in the alcohol. Then on the next layer, you've got 8 of the watercolour pens, but each one of these is double-ended, so 16 of your double-ended watercolours. We've also got the paintbrushes, we've got the water spritzer, we've got the opaque marker in here. All of these I'll be doing some techniques with. But then the bottom layer of your box has got all the stamps in. Now, this is a blending palette. When you do some of the education, you'll see exactly how to use this. But also you've got all of these stamps, which is what we're going to work through to do some of the techniques and tutorials. So if I just show you, for example, you also get included with this, you see, you're also going to get this lovely binder. And the binder is like your library. So because you are getting, it's like a 3-part program, the Today Special. The first one is over $100 worth of the markers, another $40 odd worth of stamps, everything that you need to get started. The next one is this lovely binder, which becomes your library and your kind of, I don't quite know what the word is, Brent, like a curriculum, because you're going to follow this through and you're going to take the classes with us. So the classes is the 3rd part of this, whereby everything you need to learn in the classes is included. So when we come to learn about depth and dimension, you're going to work on these cherries. You're going to learn, first of all, how to colour a round sphere, and then you're going to apply that to the lantern and to the cherries. We're then going to learn how to do, for example, do you know what, I'm just going to point out as well, if you've already got any of our other markers, this becomes the key to unlocking how all of that works. So many of you I've seen have got our other Spectrum Noir markers and you say, I don't know how to get the best from them. Between the markers and then the curriculum, I'm going to get that curriculum up on the screen here. What this will do is, right, I'll get this on over the top for you here so you can have a little look on the overhead. Let me just go back to the Academy of Colour homepage. So this curriculum on here, what this does is it walks you through all the techniques and tutorials you would need to learn. So if I go into the main kit, for example, what you'll see is within here, you've got educational videos, you've got all of your class content and preparation, and you've got the colour reference guides. So within here, if I click on these colour reference guides, we're going to do a little bit of work with colouring hair and skin tones. You can see these are colouring hair and skin tones when it loads up here with your watercolours. These are hair and skin tones for you to be able to do it with the, let's have a look, it's going to take me straight to the large one here. If you want to learn how to do them with your different skin tones, with all of your pens that are included, they are basically the digitized versions of all of these, which are what Leanne's been using when she's been teaching on the classes. So what I thought we'd start with is have a little go. Should we have a go? Let's have a little look. I think this is a very good, I like this hair and skin tone. This looks like my mum, this one actually. She's not quite this glamorous, but this is her hair colour and this is her skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my tans. I'm going to start with you can see for the skin tone, we're going to use tans 1, 3 and 5. We're going to use flesh tone 7, and they all relate to the colours that we've got in all of our, let's have a little look, in all of our set here. So I've got one of these here. I'm going to bring in, I've got one that I've stamped, Brent, and I'm going to start and do a little bit of colouring. And as long as everyone can see what I'm doing, you're up, basically. You're up.
Well, actually, there is a lot of comments coming through.
Is there?
Yeah, there's loads. So there's people saying I got it back in January and I'm thinking about buying a second. Absolutely love the pens. A lot of people are buying it as Christmas presents for friends. There is people who are saying auto ships have already been sent and they've bought the portrait auto ship today.
Ah, yes, because we've got, so the portrait auto ship was made, we weren't able to get it so that people could join in the portrait and get the auto ship because it's already shipped to customers. So right. What we've done is we have made it available for individual purchase today. So anybody who wants the portrait auto ship, it's available as just as a single shipment on the website today if you go and have a little look.
And that's item 798220.
Look at you! Oh, hey! Oh, he's after Ben and Joe's job here now. Item numbers and everything.
I am. But we've got quite a lot of reviews as well. So we've got a total of 248 reviews, and we are 4.9 stars for this, Sarah.
I know. I did tell you that and told you to write that down. And I was like, write that down, Bren. You can tell them about that.
But yeah, we've got people, so a lot of people, 5 stars, amazing. The markers handle so well. Great flow with beautiful saturated colours. There we go, that's exactly what I'm going to look.
You're seeing that flow coming round here actually, Brent, while I'm colouring this in. And because they're quite juicy, look how well I'm getting the ink to move around here, absolutely. Like literally, it's blending seamlessly.
It's gorgeous. I've watched you do this so many times on air and backstage as well, obviously because I arranged the sort of B-roll footage for this. And it's amazing.
Oh, he's just showing off now, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. I'm showing off.
Yeah, so basically, I'm just going to put a little bit of cheek in here, just so you know, a little bit of cheek in there. Yeah, the B-roll footage is the little video that you see. So when you see us coming in, let's have a little look. I've realised what I've done. I've put the lids on the wrong sides here. So when you see that little video, like with our Debbie Fisher on or whatever, Brent's organised all of that, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. And honestly, like, oh yeah, Taylor's kids are in that video as well, aren't they? Yes.
It's a family affair in here, guys. It's a family affair.
It is, isn't it? Actually, seeing the product and holding it, it's so sleek. And as Sarah said, it is a curriculum because you go through and you're learning how to colour. Like, look at that there, that's absolutely fantastic.
I've just had it in my ear from Taylor. Sara, that is gorgeous skin that you've just coloured there. She loves it, loves it. Right, let's have a little, oh, should we start going a little bit fancy? I fancied trying this hair colour. Right, so you need TN 5 and 6, so I've got my tan 5 and 6, but then also tan 3, which is going to be this one here, but then coral 6 and 8, right? So let's have a little look. That's dark red. Is this my coral? Coral 6 and 8, right? So we're going to start and go with I'm going to start and bring a little bit of red in. Brent, I'm just going to warn you now, I'll go really quiet because I'll have to concentrate. So I'm going to put a base of colour down and I'm just going to go for it, and as long as everyone can see what I'm doing, then I'll start and explain the next one. You got this, Brent, you can do it.
Go, and then absolutely just stop me when you're ready again. But I think we should maybe do some potential giveaways with this being my first...
Oh, look at you, chucking out that I'll give something away to get loads of comments so that everybody loves me even more.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we need, guys. We need you to come through into the comments. But lots of people literally are saying that they are loving this product. I learned so much in the first class. I ordered the Today Special, got it back in January. Thought it was great value then, so ordered today to restock my markers.
Yes, absolutely. That's what I was hoping people would say.
It is. You may as well. Order 2, order 3, why not?
I mean, now he's getting just a little bit carried away, I would say there, you know.
It's just so good though, because obviously, like, watching you being able to colour them in there, I love art, and I do love colouring it in. So for those of you who are at home and probably thinking, I want to start my colouring journey, this would be the perfect product for you to get started on, like that hair there.
And look what I'm doing is I'm layering up a little bit of the red with the tan. Mm-hmm. So I've never done this kind of hair shading before, but I'm just trying it. So literally, because you've got that kind of flicking technique going on, I'm just working from this, which is exactly what you'll have when you get this home. And I'm just having a little bit play and trying to mix in the reds and the browns at the same time. You know, I'm just following through exactly what it said on the sheet, which is what you're going to find when you get it home on the on Leanne's tutorials as well. Or you can follow her class. Do you know there's 35,000 people, Brent, have now watched that class?
Really?
35, not different people, because there's only the only people who have access to it are the ones who've got the ones who've got the Today Special. But wow. People are literally buying the Today Special and then following that class through 2 and 3 times. 2 and 3 times. So the classes that Sarah are talking about there is when obviously you buy the box, you get like a little card, and there's a QR code which you scan. And this takes you to the educational classes on the website. There it is now. Teamwork, make it the dream work there, make it the dream work.
And Leanne goes through the class content, all the materials, videos are there forever, so you can go back, as Sarah said, and watch it over and watch over and watch over. You can pause it, practice, rewind it. You've got our chat function on there when the shows are live, and you can ask any questions to Leanne. So it's ideal box, and I think, Taylor said we've started a Facebook group, 5,000 people, we've got everyone sharing the colouring journey. Leanne comes in and she gives people feedback.
She does, I've seen her doing that.
You need to be a part of it.
Hey, you've done really well now. You've done really well to keep the chit chat going while I was doing me colouring.
Do you know it's nice to just watch it though, because it's mesmerising.
Yeah, but the whole point is I'm watching myself so that you've got to then be doing the chit chat and talking. Yeah, that's the only thing you'll find if you ever kind of do a little bit more and you try and do colouring and presenting at the same time. Well, Leanne can do it because she's more of an expert colourer than I am. Yeah. I can't quite get that. Look at that, I'm starting to get some real natural highlights going through there. And then when I look up at the screen, I think, oh, we're looking a little bit red down there. Look, I'm just starting to blend it out a little bit. Do you know what? I'm quite pleased with that. And can you see, as the skin's lightened, it's kind of like bleached a little bit. So I've got, remember, this is the skin tone I've gone for here with this hair colour. Yeah. And I've just been able to follow that tutorial as we've been going along. Now, that is me doing a tutorial with the, alcohol-based pens. What I'm going to do, Brent, is I'm just going to pop these away 1 second, and I'm going to get out everything. I'm going to do one of the watercolour tutorials next.
Lovely, brilliant. So, I'm going to go back to the comments again because so many people. Somebody said, I have the Academy of Colour in my cart, and Brent has the most adorable smile. Well, thank you so much. Oh, the cart. Yes, get your carts checked out. It's $5 shipping all day. So then once you've obviously got that, you know, it's $5. There you go, you can get, you really can't beat it. 5 flex pay. Absolutely easy. I've got Nicola and Taylor in my ear telling me all of these things that I'm trying to reel off to you as we go on.
You're doing really, really well.
Thank you.
Have you run out of comments? Because I can talk about what I'm doing if you want.
Do you want to talk? Yes, let's talk about the value of the box. Why not? Let's give it a go.
Go on.
So, we have got our 16 alcohol markers worth $63, and I'm going to say change because I know that you guys in the US say change, don't you?
They do say that.
We have 8 aqua markers for $31 and change. 60 cents, Taylor said. We've got an opaque white pen in there. We also have a spray mister in there, which I will say I've seen Sara do demos with the spray mister.
I'll do that next for you.
Yes, please do. It will change your life. We've got 2 paintbrushes in there, our blending palette, 18 sheets of alcohol paper, 18 sheets of watercolour paper, 3 sheets of stamps, which you can put them in your binder when you get your binder. They are worth $35. Like, that is amazing. Every class you will find on the website is tailored for the stamps. We've got our 4 leather binder, which, like I say, I've worked with these products. It's so sleek and it just feels rich and expensive, luxurious. We've got our project pockets and dividers. So obviously, as you go on, you can put each of your makes into the dividers, so you know, obviously, with the auto ships as well, which one's which. And then you get your stamp storage panels in there as well. And the retail value is $197.25. And you can get it today for $69.95.
Boom.
A bargain. Absolute bargain.
Do you know, if you heard Brent's voice drop a little bit there and he sounded like he was starting to panic a bit, just because I got up and walked out of the studio and I could see little eyes thinking, where's she gone, where's she gone? Don't worry, I just went to get a bit of water because I'm going to be doing some watercolouring next. Right, I wanted to do a little quick tutorial on watercolouring. What I will say, let's go back to the website, okay? And here's all the reference guides, but let's have a little look. If you go right to the bottom of the reference guides, you can go back to the home page, right? If I go back to the home page, but it's very slow tonight, and I go Academy of Colour main kit, right? And then you can see we can go into the educational videos. Now, for the educational videos, class 1 was all about alcohol pens. Class 2 was all about your watercolour products. So it's a 3-hour class. I don't care what you're doing either, mate. 3-hour class, and I am going to have to just skip past this ad, right? Skip ads, right? So there she is, 3-hour class, and you can see Leanne starting to teach you the basics of building up shade, working with the palette that comes included. Then you're going to start and learn about colouring and depth and shade. You're going to start and do some of your backgrounds. This is the technique I'm going to show you now, where we do a little bit of stamping with it as well. So let's get straight into it. But what I wanted you to see is, again, that second class, that's been viewed nearly 13,000 times now. So it's just showing you how many people are coming back and watching it over and over again, okay? So let's pop that to one side. Let's get one of the stamps out. Now, I really like to do these techniques. The one that I saw Leanne doing it within the tutorials. This lovely set with the thistle, and then also the little butterfly on. So watch this. I'm going to stamp my thistle down here and my little butterfly as though it's coming onto the thistle like this. So I've used the 8x8 stamping platform, Brent. I've got the stamps face down. I'm going to pop these in here, right? And we're going to use our stamps as ink pads. So first thing we're going to do, I'm just wondering if I can get away, you know, with putting 2 sheets on here. Well, I'm going to try and do 2 different techniques here, so I'm going to stamp them a couple of times, right? 2 in 1. I haven't tried this before. I know, but don't all get too excited in case it doesn't work, right? Whew, right, here we go. So, because they're nice and, can you see there's this lovely big brush here? So what you've got is we can do a whole big wide area using the brush kind of from the side. So now what I can do is I can use the brush as like an ink pad. So it's nice and juicy. Now this only works with your watercolor ones, right? Don't try and do this with your alcohol ones. It doesn't work. They're designed to do with watercolor. I'm going to take the same here. I've just heard how many of you have been and ordered this since we started the presentation. Absolutely love it. Oh, do you know, I love that we're getting all this extra time, Brent. I am absolutely thrilled because I was gutted when they had to start and cut the today's special presentation short and I didn't get to do all these lovely demos.
I know, it's
right?
a shame because they actually are beautiful. And like, even look at this. Like,
okay. Right, let's have a little look.
You could just go and colour a stamp.
Now, it's not just for card. I mean, you could be making these and framing them and hanging them on the walls. Now, watch this. While that's still wet, right? If I just bring in, this is the paintbrush that's included. Watch what I can do is I can just use it to, what's the word? I always used to use a special word.
Tickle the page.
Yeah, it is like tickling it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just got to tickle it over and it just kind of rejuvenates. So you've still got the detail from that stamped image there, but now it's all kind of blending into each other. And all I'm doing when I'm taking that paintbrush out of sight is just rubbing it on the side of my hand here, just to get it, just like, I always say interrogating, but that's not the word I want. You know, that's not really what I want to say, but it's like, it is like tickling it, if I want to be better word. But look at that, I've even done an ombre butterfly. Right?
Really?
I mean, come on, that is absolutely, I think we're going to have to tell Leanne we've named this the tickle technique, aren't we? The tickle technique, right? So there's one option of what you could be doing with it. However, if I bring this out the way, I was going for option 2 here, right? So, option 2, I am going to have to re-ink these. So I'm going to bring this back, same again, so I'm just using my pens just to get that ink all flowing around on there. There's my first base one, and then I'm going to do exactly the same. So second one here, building that up there now. And then I'm going to do the same with the blue. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of the aquamarine in the first one.
So Sarah, are those the Japanese nibs as well?
They are.
Yeah.
You can tell the quality in them.
Yeah.
Not just any old nibs, these really good quality ones, right? Now watch this. So I'm going to stamp this down, right? And then while it's still wet, I'm going to bring in the spritzer and I'm going to spritz over the base of this and it gets that ink. Look at that.
Say, wow.
Yes, now you're talking. Now, very artistic, that look there. Just realised I haven't got any kitchen roll whatsoever.
Kitchen roll.
So,
Make some kitchen roll.
I would love a bit of kitchen roll because I think it might take me a little bit of a while to dry this without, oh no, you never know, it might get going. I haven't got anything actually. So let's have a little look.
On the hunt for some kitchen roll or paper towel.
Oh, paper towel would do it. I'll probably be dry by the time we get there. Now, when you're doing this at home, guys, I don't want you to force dry it like I'm doing here. I want you to give it a little bit of time. Because if you give it time, you'll actually get that lovely watercolory effect that I had right at the beginning. Right, you'll have to tear me a piece off because I'm going one-handed now. Right, here he comes in. Incoming! So it's not quite the same. Not quite the look I was after, guys, but enough for you to understand the technique, right? Now, whilst you're here, watch this. Because we've used this, I know that I can come in now with a waterproof die, ink over that stamp, and I can stamp and put like a black outline around it now as well. So I get that artistic look in the background, Brent, but then you can actually go in and add the detail with the black ink pad over the top. So now we've picked up that detail. Isn't that looking fab? And you imagine that I hadn't chased that round with the heat gun. Look at them two completely different looks though. This is more of an artistic one, but even with this one, we're just dragging that colour out a little bit. Two totally different looks, all with the same, all done with those watercolour pens. Now, do you think I can totally get away with doing another one, can't I? Give me a second to get. Would you like me to see doing some florals, or I can do a little bit of the dog fur, or I can do some folds in the dress that we've got. I can show you how to do folds in the dress with a little girl. Get voting now, tell us in the comments, and in the time it takes me to pack this down, I'll see which ones have the most comments, and I'll go and do that one.
Absolutely.
which is code for you have to talk now.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm getting the hang of this, yep.
I'm going to read out some more reviews now, just because I've heard in my ear that we've sold quite a few of these while we've been on air. So why not read some reviews and then we will get your cart checked out. So, best marker kit in classes ever. So happy with this purchase. The quality of the product is top notch. The classes are so good. I'm learning so much. Somebody else has put the forever access to the videos is the main reason I signed up for the programme because it fits my schedule. That's a good thing actually, because the videos, you can go back and access them. If you're obviously working during the day and you potentially miss out on the live class, you know you can go back and you can re-watch it. As Taylor was saying about you before, you can pause, you can rewind it, you can have a go. It's all there for you. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, go at your own pace. You don't have to be worried. If you think that you've made a mistake, you probably won't have because you're just practicing. No mistakes in crafting whatsoever. It's all art, but you know that you can go back, get a new piece of paper and start again.
He's off. Good news. I've managed to clean up. I'm ready to go.
Well,
and I'm looking, and it seems to be people are wanting to see folds in the dress. Yep. And then if I get time, I'll also be able to do the dog. Yep. Is this available on YouTube tonight, Leonie? Yes, it is, Leonie. I'm over there now as well. I'm on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. That's why I thought it would be good. I thought, do you know, if we come in this big studio, because we've got the HSN studios next to us, if we come in here, we can simulcast to YouTube and Facebook. Now, what I've done is, I learned this. So this is one of the tutorials that Leanne does on the first class, right? So I remember her teaching me how to do this. Let's hope I can get it right. You've got to remember every one of these stamps that are on here. Leanne has had her team of illustrators draw these specifically to be able to teach these techniques. So it's not just a dress that we found that happens to work for showing folds in a dress. She has been drawn purely for you to learn how to do perfect folds in a dress. That's the beauty of this, okay? Now let's have a little look. I'm going to pop one behind as well. So, right, I'm going to take my pencil first of all. And what I'm going to do, Brent, is I'm just going to follow these folds up. Right, so I'm just going to, you kind of get the hint of them in here, but just for the purposes of you kind of watching the presentation, I'm going to put these in so that you can see exactly where I'm working to, guys, right? So I'll follow the folds through in the dress. Now, how it works with all of these, right? I'm going to use the blues, the BTs, but I'm also going to bring in one of the paler blues. So I'm going to bring in a little bit of the sky blue. You could actually bring in, if you wanted, a little bit of the grey. The grey would work really, really well. So if I just show you the different shades that we've got, this is the IB, the nice pale one. This is the ice grey that we've got, the very pale grey. So you can see the different shades. I think I'll start with the blue here. What I'm going to do is that you imagine it would be lighter at the end and we'd have the deep shade here. So I'm going to start off, first of all, just by putting in that light blue all the way across the base, right? So that was my ice blue one. Now I'm going to come in and I'm going to add in, we'd be darker up the edge here, Brent, right? Yeah. So we put the colour in there and up the side, so behind this fold in the dress. So you're going to put that darkest one in just like that, okay? Then we're going to jump down to the next lightest colour and we're going to blend in where the dark hits the edge, and I'm going to blend that seamlessly. So don't go too far back into the darkest one, otherwise you'll have no kind of shading left, but I'm going right back into the darkest one. Then I'm going to step down into the next shade of blue. So I'm going to just, and you notice what I'm doing is I'm going over the edge of the last one so that we then kind of bleach out the previous colour. Yeah. And then I'm coming right in with this one and I'm preserving that highlight. Isn't that lovely? Then if you want to take it even lighter still, what you can do is you can use that blender pen, and you can just use the blender pen to really bleach out that right at the beginning. Okay? Now I'll show you that again. So the lightest colour all over the base. So I'm coming in, try not to oversaturate it, because there's a lot of alcohol now in this, because we're working with a lot of different colours in a small space here. So, and we'll come in with the darkest one. So we'd put the darkest one right where we've got the folds in here, and then underneath this top fold. All right, so that's where we're going to have the darkest shade. Then we step it down to the medium one, and we're just stepping that down in there, blending that right out, taking it to the edge. Going to step down another one to the medium shade, We're going to come in with the medium shade, blend that right out, and that's going to take that back, and then right into the lightest shade to bleach that right out there. And then, like I said, if you really wanted to force a little bit of colour through, you could do it with your blender. I'm going to do now here's an interesting one, okay, in the middle one here, this would be the front one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine that we've got like a hump on the front, so I'm going to put 2 more folds in, kind of like this. So this front bit would be lightest. So again, watch, I'm going to put all the shading all over the base here, all right? Now, where you would have dark is coming up either side of that fold, all right? So we could have dark going right up there, and of course coming in from the top, all right? So there's our dark. Then cutting into the next one, so that's going to come in either side of here, and just blending it out, either side like this, and just blending down from the edges. And then I'm going to come in with the next lightest shade, blend that right back out again.
So we're always going from the lightest to the darkest to medium, and then to the light again to get those beautiful...
That's how I do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, Leanne, to be honest, when she teaches it, pretty much, I haven't got the most amount of patience in the world, right? So you can see, I feel like I've lost a little bit of the darker shade here, so I'm going to add a little bit more of that dark back in. Yeah, I haven't got the most patience in the world, hence I'll jump quite quickly into the darkest one. She's all about building up them shades until you're kind of happy with it. So can you see, this is how Leanne would do it. She would build up those different shades, going lighter and lighter all the time. I have about enough patience to do it once. She'll keep building and building as you go. Isn't that clever though, how you start and get the real flow in the skirt? So you can see this one here, I've kind of gone to all of them here. You can see that's where I've done the pointed bits, and then because that's the one at the front, I've then done the same to this end as I've done to the other end, and followed that right out. This is the one that I actually did in Leanne's class. How awesome was that? That was the one that I actually, I followed through at the same time as her, and I did every pleat on the skirt. Really pleased with that.
It is brilliant, because obviously if you're just like a little hobby artist and wanting to give it a go, this is brilliant. But then if you want to delve deeper like Leanne does,
you can do.
Watch the classes, boom.
Did you want me to do a little bit of that dog fur while I was on?
I think we should.
Yeah, come on then. I've got the dog here, and let's have a little look. I'll just put this under, because you should always have another sheet of card underneath to work with. Right, let's have a little look. I'm going to do the dog fur in the browns, and I'm going to use the tans.
Why do you have to pop an extra piece of card underneath, Sarah, if anybody at home doesn't know?
Why? Because Leanne told us. That's, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Leanne said I have to. So that's what I did. She did also explain why. And it's to do with the fact that the colour, you can tell I wasn't really listening for this bit, the colour soaks through and it moves a little bit easier. If you have it just going through onto the glass mat, it's got nowhere to be absorbed. It just goes through onto a glass surface, so then it's moving all over. You want something that can absorb it through so that you can move and flow it a little bit easier.
Lovely.
Hope that makes sense. Right, here we go. This is all about the flicking technique, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the lightest one. So you've got tan 1 and tan 3 here. I'm going to anchor my wrist, and I'm going to do the flicking up, right? So this is why those brush nibs are brilliant. So I'm doing the flicking up. What you don't do is try and flick down, because it won't do as well. You should turn it round and flick down from the other way, right? So I'm preserving a little bit of the highlight right in the middle, which is the white here, and we're going to be flicking up. I'll do a little bit on the ears too, so flicking up there and then flicking up from here, right? So I've done the biggest flicks in the tan 1, then I'm going to come in with the tan 3, so a slightly darker shade, and I'm flicking same as we did with the tan 1, but not quite as far, so we leave a little bit of the tan on shore. And then the same here, I'm just doing that flicking technique straight into the base, all right?
That's awesome.
Isn't it lovely to work? And it's dead easy to do. And again, this is another one that she does live in the class that you can follow through with. Then I'm going to come in, so I'm building up, getting darker all the time now. So tan 5 would be my next one. Anchor your arm and build up that little bit of tan coming up here, all right? Just flicking those up as we go in. Flip it round. This is when you're totally Tiffany rotating design board comes in really handy, those of you that have got these. And you can kind of flick up from there as well. And then the last one you would do will be your tan 6, and you would flick up your tan 6 as well from there. Just again, just all those layers, but you want to be able to see the previous layer underneath. Now I've left quite a bit of white in the middle there. You can always go and add more colour in. What you can't do easily is take a little bit away. So if I think, right, there's a little bit too much white in there, I can come back in with my lightest tan, and I can just flick and fill in a little bit of that shading in the middle, you see. So how good's that now? You can really see I've filled all of that in. I'm going to fill in the darkest one here, so I don't need too much underneath. So underneath his mouth, I can just come in with the darkest one here. Always doing that little flicky technique, just so that it's nice and deep. Now, if you want it even deeper still, what you're going to do is, she teaches you this as well. You're going to use a little bit of the darkest shades. You're going to use a little bit of your grey under here, right? But it must go underneath. So you use your grey, and then you come in and you use your brown over the top. And then you, because it's opaque, well, sorry, it's not opaque, it's translucent, you're going to see that brown, but it's going to be a little bit deeper underneath. So you can see it's really dark now underneath his, what do you call that bit in the middle of a dog?
Oh, little tash.
His little tash bit.
Little tash.
Really dark, but you can see I built that up with a little bit of grey. And you can see how I've got real shading on here. And if I cut to the one that we've done the whole thing, you can see there, this is where it's darker with that darker grey, and I've just built up that with layers and layers of flicking.
That is brilliant. As if you can do that just by flicking a pen.
I know.
Like,
I love it.
How? And Sarah, I will say, we've had a lot of comments saying we really appreciate you coming on and doing another live for us so we get to see these demonstrations.
Do you know, it's been nice because I was so frustrated that the today's special was cut short and I didn't get and I didn't get a chance to do the whole thing for you guys. So it's been lovely to have that chance to come on. And look, we've had nearly an hour on it, actually, to be able to go through a good 45 minutes on the today's special. If you've got any other questions, guys, let us know and we can come back and answer them. What I am going to do is I'm going to move on to one of the next items, which was the Connect and Sentiments that we had in 3 o'clock, which was a this day only price. While we've got that this day only price, that would be perfect. Do you think you could just show everybody, because we've had a lot of people join us, Brent, since we started at the top of the show. Can you just show them how to find all the Crafters Companion items on the website and also that secret sale again?
Absolutely.
He's on it, he's on it.
I am. So first of all, we have had quite a lot of comments, so we're going to go through the auto ships. So July is Flora and Fauna. October is Cute Characters. December is the Aqua Pencils, so you're getting some pencils in there as well. World launch, a world launch of the Aqua Pencils. Auto Ship 4 is going to be your wax pencils, and that is February. Oh, I'm being told I have to get up, I'm running round. So I will show you the HSN website, which Sarah showed you at the top of the show. It's okay, Nicola, don't you worry. So many comments coming through. Sarah colours like me, quickly. I don't have the patience either, but I'm going to try with this kit. I bought a second set for my granddaughter at work to work through with me. She is first grade, but loves art and craft. And oh, that's lovely, isn't it? That actually is. It's something to do with your family. So, HSM homepage, here we go. You scroll down the front page and you can see that we are the TS here with the Academy of Colour. Click on that to buy. Oh, having a bit of technical difficulties in the gallery there. So if you want to find us, you just need to go into the search bar and type in Crafters Companion or to Craft and Sewn, featured brands, Crafters Companion to find us. All of our bargains come up here. So you can scroll down, have a flick through. There's plenty of highlights up there. So we've got our 3D template cards, Sarah signature collections. We've got our Be Beautiful collection. We have, there's absolutely everything there, isn't there? It's fantastic, yeah. All of your crafting goodies. So We also are included in the super secret sale. So what you do, search bar at the top of the page, type in words, well, just the word wow, enter, and then you'll be prompted to enter your email, and that'll be the same one that you check out with. So once you enter that, you then come to the secret sale, and it's up to, is it 75%, save an extra 75% off top craft markdowns, 75% off. Wow. And it's not just us, there's loads of other brands on there as well. But yeah, have a flick through. There's Totally Tiffany on there. We've got our Sharon Callis on there. Violet Studios, Spectrum Noir. There's absolutely everything that you could dream of. Craft and world right here. I'm going to read some more comments as well while Sarah's getting set up for the next... Oh, are you good? Let's go over to Sarah.
I'm fine and good and ready to go. You sounded like you... I was going to sit and listen to you struggle, bless you. And I thought, no, I'll just tell him that I'm ready. For those of you who weren't here at the top of the show, guys, so basically, obviously we weren't planning to go and do a live show tonight, but we're off air. So my last show was the 3 o'clock hour, and then I'm not back on until I'm on with Suzanne at 9 o'clock. So we had this big gap in the middle, and because the today's special is only had them few presentations this morning, I haven't had a chance to do the full presentation I wanted to. So I really wanted our customers to be able to see everything I wanted to show you. So I said to the guys, well, why don't we just go and do why don't we just go live from our own studio and show them all on YouTube and Facebook, and at least those of you who are the hardcore Crafters Companion fans will be there and you'll tell us what you want to see. But I can't manage chatting to you for a couple of hours on my own, so poor Brent was just backstage helping us get ready for the next shows. I said, you'll do, come on, you can come and present. So I had to pack him off into I had to go into the green room and raid the wardrobe. He found an old shirt and well, I'm saying old, might be brand new, shirt and tie from Ben's wardrobe, and he's in a pair of his trousers, and we've just had to kit him out in it and put him on and said, yeah, you've just got to read comments, chit chat with everybody while Sarah gets ready between presentations. Yeah. You're doing all right.
Oh, well, do you know what? That first hour has literally flown by. Like, it's brilliant. And I've got everyone coming through on the comments, but I'm just obsessed with watching Sarah colour. But I am excited to see some other product.
It's a good job, because the whole idea is you're supposed to talk so that I can just focus on colouring. Yeah. Not get obsessed with me watching me. Right, so these guys, honestly, it was on in the 3 o'clock show. You've absolutely loved them, and I don't blame you, because they're on a this day only pricing, okay? So these are our special dies that we do. If I just show you, I've got the Celebrate one here, for example, okay? Where they stay connected on the top and bottom of your card. So if you saw me present them at 3 o'clock, or you saw them in the preview on Saturday night, unbelievable. They are literally unbelievable dies. Now you can do really clever cards, like if you see this one here, this is on, by the way, this is on for your, Caring Thoughts. There's about 10 of the Caring Thoughts bumper kit, by the way, left over from the midnight hour. But that is the decoupage from the Caring Thoughts. You can see that birthday is suspended across the front of the card there. So clever how these work. Now, what we've got is we've got a pack of 4 of these. Now, they're half price. So each one of these were... They were designed to, each one of these is $9.99 individually. So can you see you've got like the With Love, and again you can see exactly how that is kind of connected on the inside of your card. But you get With Love, and of course you've got the extra stamp of To You Both if you want. You've got Friend, and For an Amazing. I love the Friend one. Then you've got Thanks, and again you could use the stamp for everything if you wanted. And then you've got Birthday, so which would be like sending birthday wishes. Now that's the pack of 4, and we have the pack of 4. Now they should be $9.99 each, so it should be $40, but today it's only $19.99. So if you're getting this on your flexible, what do they call it, like a flexi cart or whatever it is, but you're getting flexi pays on this, it's literally going to work out at under $4 in your flexi pay. So you only pay $4 today, and then obviously you've got 4 future shipments at $4. So $4 to get all 4 of these home is just incredible. But then we've also got extra words. If you go and have a little look on the website or in the booklet, you'll see all of the extra words that we've got. There's some of them on the bottom. So we've got hello, you, sympathy and thankful in one. Nicola will rotate through them as we're going through the presentation so that you can see the item numbers for the other ones. One of them I do believe was on the verge of selling out just as we came with the show. So do just have a little look out. That will happen with a lot of these items. The prices that they've got on today, they literally will just go. So you want to get in there and get them before some of them go. And also remember, you've got that $5 card. So if there's something you want, I would just get it and check it out. You can always come back. It's not like you're trying to shop a load together while you're paying for one lot of shipping and handling. Get it and check it out, and then you can come back and order. You could order 50 times in the day if you wanted, and it would only charge you that $5 card once. I think it's really clever how the HSN website does that. They only do it once in a blue moon to take advantage, and I've never known them do it while they've got like a reduced offering, when they've got like reduced prices on items, for them to offer the shipping and handling incentive as well. If you think it's going to cost them thousands, hundreds of thousands today. But that's not our problem. We're just taking advantage of it while we can, right?
Advantage of that.
Wow. What I thought we'd do, Brent, is do a slightly more advanced card while I had a bit more time. So I was only able to do a really quick one while we were on air, but I thought, why don't we do a doubler? So why don't we do a card like this, where we've got a doubler, where we've got the birthday suspended at the top and the celebrate suspended on the front? Right, yes. So that's what we're going to do first of all. So what I've done is, you start off with just a sheet of 8.5 by 11 folded in half. Right, so it's just an 8.5 by 11 straight folded in half, and then what I've done is I've cut off the top panel of this one. So you've got a large panel on the back and a smaller panel on the front, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take celebrate across the front of the first one. So I'm just taking it across here like this. Hold it in place with a little bit of tape. Now when you're taping it down, I want you to tape inside, because this is the bit that's going to fall away, okay? So you're going to tape down the celebrate, and then I'm going to pop birthday along the top like this. Now, you can't cut these both at once, and let me show you why. Because if I was to stick that down, when I open this out, one's cutting in the front, one's cutting upwards, and you should only ever cut into the clear cutting plate on your Gemini machine. So what I want you to do is I want you to cut the first one. So here's my celebrate, and then watch what I'm going to do here as well, okay? I'm going to drop these off the end of my plate, because what I don't want is I don't want to cut into the back of the cardstock here. So I'm going to drop those off the end of the plate, but I'm going to put the rest of my sandwich together as normal, and then send that through the Gemini. So brilliant little tip. Oh, is that going to, do you know what I'm going to do? That's going to cut it as we go. So I'm going to just push this down a little bit here. There we go. So that's not going to catch on the end. See what I'm doing there, Brent? Is that making sense?
Yeah, it is, because obviously it would have got stuck within the actual machine.
It would have just torn the card a little bit. So I'm going to pop that through. I'm going to send that through the Gemini, but I've left those two little bits coming out of the end so that it doesn't cut onto the back piece of the card. It's a nice little clever trick, that one, just worth bearing in mind. Then if I lift this off...
Can you use these dies in the junior and the midi as well, Sarah?
These ones here, yes, absolutely you can. And what I love about them is they will work in all of your different die cutting machines. To me, it's basically how big of a cardstock are you working on. Right. So I'm working on a full sheet of 8.5 by 11. So I needed a bigger mouth. If I was just making a little tiny 6x6 card, then it would be absolutely fine to do that on just in the Gemini Junior. So there's my celebrate. Birthday, I'm going to take diagonally across the top here like this, and anywhere it doesn't quite cut to the end, remember, just like you've seen me do there, I can use my craft knife just to cut that extra piece out. So I'm going to take the birthday there, I'm going to cut that right across the middle, I'm going to make up the rest of my sandwich, pop that through the machine, give that a lovely nice cut there. And that should give us a lovely cut again across the diagonal, which is just a bit different. Don't feel like you have to do everything straight. And what I will say is, while these are on such a great price, pick these up at this price today, but go and have a little look on YouTube and you'll see where we've done whole masterclass presentations on these, so you can follow through some of the tutorials. Obviously they weren't at this sort of price, but make the most of it while you can. Get them on this price, but then go and watch all the classes that we've done. So look at this, there's your birthday at the back, there's your celebrate at the front. Because it's got all of the engineering built into it, that will be self-supporting. So when you look at it from the front, you can see that birthday is self-supporting at the top, celebrate self-supporting in the middle, and then all you need to do is add a little bit of, so on this one here, I added a little bit of coloured cardstock. I did put a bit of acetate behind these because what I find is they get handled a lot in the studio. So if you're going to have them handled a lot, you don't need to, but you might want to add acetate. But you can see actually, if you're just doing this as a one-off card for someone, that is so clever how that all, and how we've lined it up here and connected it all on together. I just think it would be really clever thing to do. And of course, you've got all those designs, so many different ideas. I've got one other card I wanted to show everyone actually, Brent, if we've got
that's literally
time.
taken you seconds to make that, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, and you don't need to see me doing all the matting and layering, so I just thought we'd do an easy one. What I've got is, I wanted to show you all how we could do a stepper card, right? Now, I've already got the stepper card ready before we came to air. Now, the good thing about the stepper cards, do you want me to give you the measurements for this one, right?
Yes, please.
So, this was a sheet of 8 by 8, right? And what I did was, so it started off life as 8 by 8, then I put the score line in on my scoreboard 3/4 of an inch in from either side, right?
Yep.
And then I scored it at 1 inch, and then another inch, and then I scored it, so this was, where it was 8, halfway would be 4, I went 1 more, which would be 5, right?
Yeah.
So 1 inch up, 1 inch back down, and then put 4 inches in the middle, and then I did another inch off to the side. Do you want me just to do that? Have I got a scoreboard here? Could I have a scoreboard? I'm going to get a scoreboard. Our lovely Liam's going to get me a scoreboard. Instead of just explaining it, I think I'll just make you one, and then you can see it, right? So, piece of white card, and I'm going to cut it to 8 inches square. Thank you so much, good sir. So 8 inches by 8 inches. This is why I love doing these shows live, Brent, because you can literally teach everybody as we're going straight on, right?
That's going on, exactly.
So 8 inches square, right? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to bring my scoreboard in, and I'm going to go 3/4 of an inch, right? And I'm going to go up there 3/4 of an inch. This is 8 inches, so I'm going to come 3/4 of an inch in from this side, so it's basically like 7 1/4, right? Now, in the middle, in between these two, I want you to score at 4 inches, right? But then on the outside, I want you to score at 5 inches. So go 5 inches, bring this down here, and 5 inches off the back, right? And then you're going to go 1 inch and 2 inch, right? And then the same here, I'm going to score my 1 inch and then my 2 inch. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you know what? It's lovely actually being able to see you do this, because when we do the HSN hits, it is very quick and you need to get through it, don't you? So being able to show
just need to get through it
and go back.
And of course you can come back to this video and watch it again and again as many times as you want, right? So here we go, let's have a little look at this. So I'm going to put my score lines in, so we'll go up and down. This is going to be my fold line here. That goes down, 2 edges come in. That's how you do stepper card, right?
Lovely.
So, once we've got the stepper card, what I'm going to do is, I did have the die for Thankful. I still have it, right? So I'm going to take my Thankful die, and we're going to line it up with this bit in the middle, right? Now, it doesn't quite go to the ends. That is all good, because you can always do the end bit. Let's have a look. Where have I put this? Right. So, we've got these edges here. We've got the die in place. Pop that onto there. This is going to open up, and we can send this through die cutting machine. Oh, I love having these shows, Brent, where we can just take our time and do a little bit of extra.
I know, it's really nice to just...
Extra demoing. I mean, I have made an absolute tip down here. I've got stuff everywhere, guys. Nicola has really got my back here. She's not cutting to the wide shot too much, because that's when you can see I've got rubbish everywhere. She's trying to stay on the overhead camera where I look very professional, and I've kept it nice and clean and tidy here, right? So, here we go. So if I lift this out now, right, all you would do is take these cuts right to the ends. Haven't made it all the way, so that comes out there. And then right to the end here. Now, you could do this with any one of these word dies. That's what I love about this. Any one of the word dies. And then as I lift that up, look at that now. It's the engineering in these cards I think is so clever. You've got that stepper card with Thankful literally sitting in the middle, self-supporting. And then
lovely.
all you need to do, a little bit of decoration around this. So here's the one I decorated, where you've got that, again, self-supporting, and you've just added a little bit of paper around the outsides. How brilliant. But even just the simple one like that, how clever is that? And it's all to do with the structural support at the top and bottom of each one of these pieces. Absolutely
Brilliant.
love it.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's just literally just floating there.
I know.
Love it.
It's just floating in the middle. Right, I'm going to go and get ready for the next demo.
Okie dokie. So, I am actually going to show you the artist collection. So...
Ooh, look at you. There's not many left, mind. There was less than 200 when we started.
Look at this beast. It's a beast. It's absolutely massive. So this is our artist collection. I think Taylor's going to feed me the information into my ear. You are going to get a total of 28 markers in here, 14 illustrators, 14 aquas. You get a how-to guide for every technique. You get your alcohol paper and watercolour paper. And it's got these printed designs on inside as well. Let me get them out and have a look here. Look at that. So rich and expensive.
Can you
But
remember
it's
how
not
much?
expensive,
Can you remember how much it is?
If I just have a little look at
I can tell you, it was 49. So it should be £99. It's 49. I'm following over there. So it should be $99. Shouldn't be any pounds. They've got a couple of hundred left and they're running them out at £49. Now, I will tell you this. Don't be thinking, oh, right, I'll wait and I'll get some great deals on like Black Friday or whatever. We will not have anything like this at anything like this price come Black Friday sales or whatever. You've got to get them now. If you want to put them away for Christmas, for birthdays, trust me, tonight will be the last chance. You've seen that most of the other artist collection kits that we had on the website have sold out today. This is the last one. Well under 200 units left now, so if you want to get this one, I'd get it. No shipping and handling if you bought anything else today, but you get all of these. It's well over $100 worth of markers, but you're getting them for a fraction of the price of the markers. But not only that, it's the fact that it's in this lovely big gift set.
You also get 2 outliners in this case, I've just been told. Sorry, I was looking at all the designs that we've got here. So there's all of the little different printed cards that you get, and obviously you get to colour these in. So it's printed on a special paper, but I'm going to show you. Paper? I know, where am I from?
I don't know, but it was really funny.
So I don't know if, can you see that, Nicola? Am I doing this okay for you? Brilliant.
You're doing really well.
Look at them. Well, that one's got a bee on, so it's going to have to be that one, because I do love a bee, don't I? So that's probably my favourite one. But yes, as I said, you get your how-to guide in there, you get all of the different printed papers, and then all of your illustrators and your aquas, and your 2, is it outliners?
Yes, it is. 2 outliners.
Plenty of Colour Me Happy Me shows, Colour Me Happy shows with the tutorial on how to use this. Lovely. Yes, it truly is a much purchase. It would be a wonderful gift, no matter what age, you know. If you've got any birthdays coming up, Father's Day is coming up in England. I don't know, is it the same for the US?
It is.
Same for the
Sunday.
US, yeah. Are you ready for your next demo, Sarah?
No, I need you to keep talking for another 10 minutes.
You want me to keep
another
talking?
10 minutes, just while I sit and watch you struggle. Isn't he doing well, everyone? Isn't he doing dead? We would say dead canny here in the North East. He's doing dead canny. Hey, do you know what? I can't believe I've chit-chatted and I've kind of got a little bit carried away doing more demos than I'd planned to. It's lovely to have all this time, isn't it? I know what's going to happen. You're all going to be like, oh, can we do these shows more often on HSN Day? Trust me, it's normally an absolute killer just managing to get between all the different shows. So it's been quite nice to have this block of time where we've been able to come and do this show. Right, this one here, this was presented, what show was this in, Brent? Have we just done this? Or did we do this earlier today?
Which one?
So I can't remember.
Doing
these
floral frames, aren't we?
Let me just say, I can remember how much they were, okay? Because I couldn't believe it. So today and today only, they've dropped the price on these to $15. Now, $15 gets you the daisy out. So this gets you it's basically an A2 or a 4x6 creator card. And also the 6x6. So this is the floral collection where you get the daisy and also the beautiful like rose. They're not roses, are they not? What's it called, this one? Botanical frame. It's just called botanicals. But I don't know what type of flowers they are. They're a little bit peony-esque, aren't they? Let us know in the comments if you can work out what they are. So you've got this one here, and then you've also got the second set, which has this lovely background piece with the lace background, and also the heart. This is lovely and trendy. Really nice designs, these really trendy background designs. So what you're going to get is both of those. One of these, by the way, this is $19.99 just for this one. You're getting the large one and also the smaller one for the price that you would pay for just the smaller one. Now, it's a choice of both, but at $15, there's no reason why you kind of can't justify going for both of them. And if I just show you, they're brilliant for like shaker cards. So I love these designs with the shaker cards on. They're lovely if you're wanting to do like floating cards, so where you put acetate behind and you can see the design floating straight through the middle. If you want to do dome fronted, so this one's been done with a lovely dome on the front and then shadowed with a little bit of white card behind there as well. This one's really clever if you want to do, so this one's been 6 of these, all kind of layered up there together with that dangling piece in the middle. I think that's really, really gorgeous, and I love how they've just dropped a little bit of red onto, you know, every one of the smaller ones there to make it really stand out.
Amazing.
Looks
They're
really
so versatile, aren't they?
Isn't it lovely? Love that. It's one of my favourite samples, that one there. So, right, so I'm going to pop that to one side. I've got a quick demo to do on this one. So what I wanted to show everybody, right, is just doing a larger card here. So this is, so our Centura Pearl's brilliant to work with like this, because this is like your really big cardstock, A3, and it's been cut down to like an 8-inch square base. And if I take just the outer design, so this is the demonstration that I did live on air and didn't get a chance to finish, but if I take just the outer design, pop that into the centre, again you can use a little bit of tape just to hold that in place, and we can send that through and cut it. Now I'm going to hold it with 2 pieces, Brent, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and I'm going to die cut first of all 1 piece, and then I'm going to leave it in place and we're going to send it through and emboss it as well. So that's your regular sandwich for doing the die cutting, and then while that's going through, I'm going to lift out my embossing mat, get ready to do a second run through the machine with the embossing mat in place as well, just to show you the detail of where it does all the embossing, pushes into all those little nooks and crannies, okay? So what you do is you turn this over, just scoochy this out of the way, try not to move too many of those little bits and pieces, okay, because you don't want to emboss them. Lie that embossing sheet down on there, ready to send that through. Let's just clean this off a little bit, get all these little pieces. Ready to send that through another time, and then turn this back over, and then we're going to take out the magnetic, okay? So what you don't want is you don't want that magnetic sheet in at the same time, right? So I'll send that through and do that another magnetic time. Another magnetic time, another time through without the magnetic in. Starting to get a bit delirious now. You can tell we're getting up to midnight here in the UK, can't you?
As if it's coming up to midnight, that time's flown over.
It has. How have you enjoyed doing your first show with me? Do you know, you've had a nice, easy, gentle...
It's been fun doing it with you. I am sweating a bit, I won't lie, because, you know, Queen of Craft. But no, it's brilliant. I've got loads of people in the comments, but a lot of people are asking if I'm from Ireland. Do I sound Irish, Sarah?
No, do you know what it is though? It's people outside of the UK, when they hear our lovely Geordie accent, they never quite know where to place us.
No,
they can never quite tell where we come from.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a northeast boy through and through, but yes, I can do a little bit of an Irish accent at times.
Does everyone think you sound like me? Because we're from the same place, aren't we?
Yeah, well, I've got people saying, where is your accent from, Brent? Somebody did ask if I was Irish. Brent, your voice is so soothing. My head is just
so soothing.
Yeah,
my word,
soothing.
So soothing.
So soothing.
That's not what they say about him in the office. I can tell you, it's definitely not what they say about him in the office. Right, let's have a little look. Should we get all this put together?
Yes, please.
So, look, I've got a beautiful sheet of card to go in the background. Oh, do you know what we could do? Could give this card away.
Yes.
You know what we could do? We could give all the cards away that I made, actually.
I think we should give all of them away, you know.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
Taylor some work to do.
Yeah, I don't mind giving them all away.
Brilliant.
Just to people who send nice comments about you, though.
Oh, well.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to let you pick at the end. Should I let you pick who gets it?
Yes, please.
Yes!
So everyone, come on, send your nice comments in.
Right, here we go. So, all I'm doing is layering up a little bit, a nice border to go around the outside. And then also, I'm going to stick a little bit of acetate. So I've got like a whole sheet of our ready-to-go acetate, as it was, where I've just put on the red liner tape, just so that it's going to stick really, really well. So if you want an acetate to stick, red liner tape is a really great option to do that with. And then we'll go, so it's going to go over the background like that. Just gives you a little bit more strength and rigidity in the front. And also it means that if you want to, you can then die cut the extra piece. So I'm going to pop Friends in the middle. And I've also got Best. So we can have Best Friends.
So now that you put the acetate on as well, could you go in and paper piece on top of the acetate?
Look at you, boy, look at you, boy. I tell you what, straight in there, coming in with all the ideas. Yes, you could paper piece these lovely little bits into the background. They'd look fantastic, wouldn't they? Let's have a little look. I was looking for a little ribbon. I've got one. Little ribbon onto the corner. Let's get that nice so that we can send that out to someone. Send that to one of Brent's friends at the end of the show. There you go.
Yes,
there we go. Gorgeous card that I never got to finish live on the show. Got to finish it live for you now.
That is absolutely fantastic. And it's literally taken, what, 5 minutes to create that? And look how beautiful it is.
Yeah. Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, go on. You get chit-chatting. I'll go and get ready for the next one.
So I'm just going to... Sarah's going to go over to the kitchen because we're going to be doing the waterfall dies next. So again, I'm just going to read you some comments, if that's all right with Taylor and Nicola in the gallery. If that's what you want me to do. Yes, absolutely. So we've obviously spoke about that. I'm not from Ireland. I am from the same place as Sarah, here in the northeast of England. I'm excited though, because I'm going to be able to pick some winners that we can give away some of the cards to. Scottish, really? No, I don't think I sound like Craig. Who said that? Jan, did you say, Taylor? Oh, wow, no. You definitely sound similar to each other, but I'm British to the US, and sometimes I watch just to get a little touch of home. I love every accent. Oh, do you know, I think accents are brilliant, and obviously being live on different channels and the television, you get to hear lots of different accents. Great work on Brent for last minute fill-in. Great idea, Brent. Thank you very much. Are these people trying to get the giveaway cards? A happy-go-lucky attitude, Taylor's just said. Who said that? Angela. Thank you, Angela. I feel like I do as well, to be fair. I do, don't I? It is, especially at Crafters Companion, we do just roll with things. So I've got Nicola asking to tell everyone a little bit more about me. So just while Sarah's getting set up for the next demo, I am Brent Marshall-Watson, and I am the production coordinator here at Crafters TV. So I do a lot of things backstage to help out with, obviously, the shows that we schedule in. I've been with Crafters Companion, it's been over a year now. It has, yeah. Been over a year. So I came in for maternity leave to cover Kelly, who was the coordinating producer. She's now gone to a different role within the business, and I'm somehow still here. And now I'm presenting with Sarah. And yes, Taylor's just reminded me, I do the Magic Hands videos, so it's like our little step-by-step guides on how to use our all of our different products, to be fair. I've done colouring, everything with the dyes. I've done, I want to say I've done, you know the new tag stamp punch? Done them, yeah, They were brilliant. And I've even learned how to edit as well whilst I've been here. I am a multi-skilled operator. Move over, Ben and Joe. Brent is here. Wow. Oh, and Gilmore's saying Ben, Joe, Craig and Brent are the new Beatles.
We'll have to get a Fab Four picture of all of you.
Yes,
Listen,
we
you can
will.
tell he's getting slower and slower and quieter and quieter. He's like, I don't know what to say now. I don't know what to read. They're talking to me. I don't know where I'm going.
Because I can see you stood ready waiting. I'm like, do I stop talking to her?
Do I stop talking to her? And I'm just making him sweat. And I'm sitting nice and quiet. And I'm just enjoying my cup of tea.
She's there with a cup of tea.
Taking all the time in the world.
We are having so much fun though.
Right.
Are you having fun, Sarah?
Oh, I'm loving making you sweat like this. This is brilliant. Right. Do you know, it is nice. So I've got one final hour coming up with Suzanne at 9 o'clock. So Suzanne's doing the final block of the day at 9 o'clock, and I've got a right mix of different products. There is not a full Today Special presentation. We'll only be doing a couple of minutes shortened presentation on it. I do have things like the paper library. I'll get Brent to show you that on the computer next time we go over to him for a bit of a break. The paper library, oh my word, the pricing on that tonight is insane. So we've got a good 10-12 minutes on that to share with everybody. We've got some stacked easels coming up on there as well. Actually, I can't remember what else we've got. It's a full jam-packed hour. I'm now looking and just trying to remember the other things that I've got now. What we did have on the last show that doesn't have another presentation now are the Waterfall cards. Now, basically, the Waterfall, I'll get the details up on the screen for you. They were on in the last 3 o'clock hour, so you'll find those. But basically, it's like a buy one, get one free. So your Waterfall card, if I show you on the overhead camera, is going to do these, right? So you pull, and it's going to flick through all the different, so in this case, balloons, right? Or this one here, for example, is the fabulous butterflies. So you can have the full set of the butterflies flicking right through all of them. Now, I did a card with the balloons in the last show, so I thought we'd do a one with the butterflies right now. But I thought, you know what, we've done cards, let's go and do a lovely box. So I've got prepared to show you a box, and I'm going to use the butterfly set. Now, this is the butterfly kind of all over background piece. These are the butterflies if you want to lay them up and flick them through, okay? So if I take this one here, what you're going to do is you're going to take this, you're going to pop this right through your die cutting machine. Now, if you don't have a full-size Gemini and you only have the Gemini Junior, you're going to be able to cut this much, and then you're going to move it down and cut the top bit. So you can still cut these if you're popping them through your Gemini Junior as well as your Gemini. Now, once that's cut out, if I just bring this in like this, right, I've already got the one that I've die cut, and I've put a little bit of tape on the sides, because what I want you to do, these sides fold in, then all of these fold over and burnish. So burnish is where you're running over them with your thumbnail, for example, like this, right? So you're going to burnish all around the sides, and that is going to give you, that's what gives you the little mechanism. Can you see the mechanisms coming through like that?
And now, the die does all that for you? Does all
it all for you. This is
Brilliant.
like this is what I call the worker bee die. So this does all the hard work, okay?
Yeah.
So you've got that there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this onto the front of the box. So I'm going to need to get the box ready first, okay? Or it look like, oh, I've got the top of the box. Let's go, here's the top of my box, right? So I'm going to decorate the top of the box, then we'll make the box, and then we'll put it on. And we'll give the box away, Brent. As long as everyone's been nice and chit-chatty, I'll give the box away as well, right?
To be fair, there is a lot more comments coming through now.
Since you've done that, is that right?
There is indeed.
Now, let me just tell you, there's also other types of waterfall cards. The details will come up on the side of your screen. So, for example, an extra scoop is on at the moment. As we flick through all of them, I've just heard the Make-A-Wish one is down to under 100 units now on that one. So I'll show you all the extras at the end, but do have a little flick through as they'll kind of cycle around the corner of the screen here, all right? Oh, it even has sell-out risk on screen if you get to it, right? So watch this, watch what you're going to do. I've put tape on these two here. This is going to fold over, so you've got this bit showing here, and then you must tuck these bits in here. That is what is going to stick down at the side, okay? Now, I'll give you a little bit of a tip actually. While I've got this on here, I'm going to bring in a bit more tape. If you pop your tape right to the very, very top, right? So let me just go, I'm going to go right along the top here, because what you don't want is you don't want to get any of your cardstock stuck down the back, all right? So by putting the tape right to the top here, is brilliant. Do you know, and isn't it nice to get in time to do all of this, Brent, and being able to share these like little extra hints and tips, because this is the sort of stuff that we just don't get a chance to do on HSN.
No, it is. It's lovely to have the extra time, but a lot of people have actually said that as well. It's so nice to be able to spend the time to see you going through all the different demos.
Well,
So-
while I'm in the building, while you've got me, guys, need to make the
Yeah.
most of it. That's all I can say, right? So, stuck that right to the edge. I'm going to pop that on now, and that is going to go right in the middle here, all right? So that is very thoroughly stuck down. So this is now going to flick all the way through, right? But the important thing is that is stuck right to the top, so nothing's going to get stuck here. Now, all of the extra dies that you've got, this one here cuts out the exact size butterfly to go on the bottom. So can you see, I've got one that I've cut and stamped, which is going to be one and go on there. And then I've just done 5 in different styles of the matching papers from that set. So we'll put the one on the base. So let's have a little look. This one can go on the base here. And what you do is you're just going to put tape all the way over the bottom of here, Brent, because we need plenty of tape on this one.
Yeah.
So that's going to lie down, that's going to stick on, and there's my base butterfly, right? Now we're going to go one at a time, more on top here. So I'm going to pop a little bit of tape at the sides, right? Just make sure that if you do get any extra tape on there, you rub it off, because I'm going to bring this next one on, and I'm just lining up the butterflies at the top. So notice what I didn't do, I didn't get any in the middle part here. The other alternative is you can put tape along the top of the butterfly like this, and the little top of him there, all right? So watch when we go up here, all right? I'm going to bring this on, I'm going to line this up on the top there, so that that sticks down. So can you see it's flicking through as we're going through there now? So I'll come to the next one, and I'm going to pop that on here. So tape on the top of the 2 sides, bring that in, and just line that up on top there. And any extra tape you're just going to rub off. I'm just rubbing it off the sides there, Brent, because I don't want it to kind of get stuck on the base of my card, right? There we go, just take off that excess. And then the last one comes at the top, and I'm going to do the same again at the top there, at the top here, and that nice little butterfly is going to go right at the top there. And that gives me that lovely pulley to go on the top here, right? So just make sure as it comes down, you're just feeding that all the way through so I can get it all the way down, yes. So you just get that mechanism perfectly working. So once it's working, it's just going to feed up. And you can put little notes on the little butterflies if you want, individually as you go through. Maybe if you want to die cut photographs and pop them on there, you can easily do that. And then that is going to go onto the lid of your box like this. So can you see that one on there? So you've seen me making loads of boxes, Brent. I don't think anyone needs to see me actually put the box together. But that is the lid of the box that's got that really clever waterfall mechanism on there. It's the same whether you do the butterfly or if you want to do that lovely balloon one. The balloon one works. Look at that. Hip, party time, hip, hip, hooray, have an amazing day. Now, this isn't a choice. You get both of the balloon and also the butterfly one for the £24.99. So usually the £24.99 each, actually I think they're £27.99 each, but you're going to buy, basically it's like a buy one get one free. Now, scrolling around on the side of the screen were the extras that we've got. So let me just show you all of these, okay? So let's have a little one. You've got an extra scoop there. So, oh no, she's coming in, Make a Wish. Make a Wish, is that the one with the cupcakes? Is that the cupcake one? Cupcakes? Right, let me show you Make a Wish. So this is Make a Wish. This is the one that we've only got 100 left of, right? Oh. So get on there. So there's your Make a Wish one, right? I love that. I could just play with them all day. Then we've got your extra scoop, right? So here's your extra scoop one on here, and my kids would love this.
That is brilliant.
I just think they look so brilliant, don't they? Not only do you get the ice cream, look how fantastic that mechanism is, but you've also got the little ice creams and things like that to go with it. You've got the flower power one, so this is your flower power here, and again you've got the flowers that come all the way through, right? And then the last, look, I like this. You've got the little sayings on the back there as well. Really, like little hidden sayings. And then you've also got, oh my love, which is the hearts on here. So we can flick all the way through, I love you. And do you know what I love? You've even got the little pulley down the bottom. You make my heart go boom, boom, boom. I love you. Isn't that cute? And I just love the idea that you could put, like, I love putting photographs on these. Waterfall cards with photographs on are absolutely the best. They're just gorgeous.
That'd be lovely.
It would be brilliant for inside of a memory book as well. So those of you who like to make your memory books, make these to go inside. Right. I'm going to go and get ready for the next one. We're going to go back to some of the decoupage that we saw at midnight. Brent, I did promise everyone that I'd get you to show them that secret sale again.
Yes.
And how to find all the Crafters Companion stuff on the website.
Absolutely. So I am just going to say as well, we had a comment come in from Angela saying that she missed out on the ice cream shaped waterfall, but Nicolette has checked it for you, or Taylor might have checked it for you actually, or they both did. And it is still available on HSN, so if you want to get it, then you can get it. We've had lots of comments coming through though that saying that the shaped waterfalls, absolutely brilliant. I love them. I love watching Sara demonstrate these. But I think I'm going to speak about the paper library, aren't I? So the price of the paper library, it is $29.95 and it is usually $74.95. So that is a this day only price for $29.95. You have to buy it today. 100% you need to get it. There is 150 sheets of 12 by 12 paper in the library. 120 GSM. You're going to get new baby. Congratulations. Thinking of you. Mother's Day. 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Halloween, autumn or fall, traditional Christmas and contemporary Christmas. And you get a storage organiser, which is absolutely brilliant. And do you know what? It's quite hefty. Like, that is heavy. There is some paper in there, but this is brilliant because you can store all of your paper in here. It's a really good durable material. Right, if I unzip this and it all falls out on the floor, then I'm absolutely sacked. Right, here we go, let's have a look. Wow.
Don't drop it!
I know! Look at all of that there. Shall I get some out and have a little flick through? Can I? Let's do it. So, this paper library, you're going to be able to craft all year round. Like, literally, you've got all of your papers in here. I think this is the fall, autumn one that I've picked out. So I don't know, can you see that all right? That is beautiful. This is perfect for Thanksgiving, Halloween. Did you say harvest there, Taylor? What's harvest? Oh, pumpkin picking. Oh, wow, that is lovely. But yes, you're literally getting all of those different papers in there, and it's all stored for you. So, I've got Nicola telling me Sara might potentially be ready.
Have you shown them where the secret sale is though?
No, we haven't. Shall I show you how to get to the secret sale again then, everyone? So, HSN website, go into the search bar and you need to type in the word WOW. Then you'll be prompted to put in your email address, and that's the same one that you check out with. And then here you are, you're in the secret sale. So you're going to be saving an extra 75%
Oh, there's another
off.
one sold out since we've been there.
Oh, we sold more
sold out. They are
Look
selling
at
out left,
that.
right and centre since we've been telling everybody about the sale. I don't know if we were supposed to tell everyone about the secret sale.
But we did. We
It's
did
not
it
much
anyway.
of a secret if we tell everyone. We're not telling everyone, we're only telling out. Look at that Hunky Dory kit, $4.89.
Wow.
$4.89, that is crazy. 98 cents on your FlexiPay.
Is that it? 98
Most of the
cents?
rest of our stuff's sold out, guys.
Ah.
You've got to be good because we told everyone. Oh, yep, the tricolours have sold out now. Yeah.
They literally are
Oh,
selling out
productively
left, right and
scrap
centre,
back's
aren't they?
Oh, there's a bit of Violet Studios there. $4.19 for the Christmas kit. Ridiculous pricing.
Wow. It literally is a wow sale. At West here, you go, wow. Wow, it's all sold out. Crazy. Yeah.
Oh, we're just processing. You know, we're all just hanging on. Right, are we ready to do one more demo?
One more demo.
One more
absolutely.
demo. Right,
Let's
okay,
get cracking.
so, yes, I wanted to do, yes, I've got it. Right, this was presented in the midnight hour. But I wanted to take my time to show everybody how to do multi-layered decoupage, okay? So this is the card that I did for you, showing everybody how to do it. And in case you missed it, I want to show you exactly how to layer up all of that beautiful, I mean, I just think layered decoupage is one of the most traditional crafts, but that looks absolutely fantastic, okay? So what you get in the kit for a fantastic price today is you're going to get the pack of 48 sheets of, oh, we're a little bit on the wonk there, Nicola, aren't we? There you go. There you go. I'm back lined up.
Skew width.
You get 48 sheets of the lilies on here, and then you also get the die cut set. Now, Suzanne made a really good valid point at midnight. After this runs out, you could always just ink up the dies and do the dies through there, or you could stamp the stamps and then cut the stamps out and layer the stamps up as well. So that is the first component in the kit. You also then get one of our interlace dies, which is how we've done that whole base shaped card. So it's going to enable you to cut through multiple layers at once and that really intricate shape on the base there. So I'm going to start with the die cut decoupage though. I've got one of the sheets here. This is all the stuff I didn't get a chance to explain to you when we were doing it, right? If I take one of the die cut pieces, for example, can you see where it's got number 1? You always have a little bit of extra metal that pops out. So the metal that pops out goes over top of the number 1, which is how you work out exactly where to line everything up. So I'm lining that up there, and we can hold that in place. Then I'm going to come on with number 2 here. Yep. So if I put it in the number 2, again, there's that little bit of extra sticky out metal. If I pop that in here like this, you can see how all that lines up absolutely perfectly. And it's important to get it lined up perfectly, Brent, because not only is this going to die cut, but it's going to die cut and it's going to do the embossing for you at the same time. So it's important to get them really nice, okay? So much easier than fussy cutting these out. I mean, I remember when I first started in the craft industry, decoupage was literally the be-all and end-all. This was the craft that everyone talked about and everyone wanted to do, but it was literally a labour of love. So you needed to be spending hours and hours cutting each one of these out. Then die cut decoupage became all the rage, which was brilliant, but the only problem is once you've used it, you've used it. Whereas with this, you've got the dies, so not only can you keep cutting over and over again, you can get, instead of getting like 1 or 2 in a pack, you've got 48 sheets, so 48 goes of being able to do the lilies. But then also you can go onto our website and you can download the printout sheet. So if you wanted to make hundreds of these, you could literally print it out hundreds of times onto any sort of paper and then cut them out. Or you can stamp them and colour them and then layer up your stamped coloured images, because the dies lie over top of the stamps as well. So really easy to do. Now, once you get to this stage, get your pokey tool, guys, and just poke all of these out. So there's my layer 1, I can come in, there's layer 2 coming in there. Let's have a little look, 3. And obviously the die is going to stay stuck to the front page, so you just need to make sure that every little bit of this lifts out of here. Oh, that helps that the die is lifted over. 4, and then, oh, pop out number 5. There's my 5th layer. Now, it's this next part here that I think is the really kind of critical part to making it look awesome, right? So you've got your base layer. With all of these, I want you to take one of your really big ball tools, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn them over and we're just going to rub in the centre like this. And it just means that you can make this really, really dimensional, right? So there's the 2nd layer. Then I can do the same with the 3rd layer on here, and I'm just rubbing that together to make it come up really 3D. Going to do the same with this one here. And then finally, I'm going to do exactly the same in this one here as well. So there's my 5 layers, and then I'm going to use the 3D glue gel. Now, Craig likes to use foam pads when he does his. The reason I like to use 3D glue gel, Brent, is because I can control how deep I want each of these to go. Yeah. If it's a foam pad, you're limited to if it's a 2 or a 3 mil foam pad, for example. Here, I'm not limited. If I want to go 5, 6 mil high, I can absolutely go 5 or 6 mil high. Also, notice I've shaped them and then I've lifted them back out of the shape there, and I put big globs of glue on the pieces that I want to lift up further. Yeah. So can you see that is lifting up there absolutely perfectly. So if you look at it from the side, you can start and see how we're starting to get lots of height and dimension coming in from the side. I'll just get our Nicola to show you that from the side. There you go. So you can see just how dimensional we're getting there. So we're already nearly like half an inch deep on that one, even though we've only put 2 layers on. So it's the same. I'm going to come on with the 3rd layer.
And
a couple of big globules.
Using the 3D glue, you can actually manoeuvre it around as well, can't you?
Yes, that's the beauty of it. Because they don't have to actually sit on top of each other. They'll still look really good.
Yeah.
If you're layering them up and they're not quite on top of each other, which is what I'm doing here. Because obviously I'm getting so much shape and movement. I'm going even deeper. So that's how we get it lifted up and looking really dimensional like that. But look how amazing it looks again from the front. Look at that, right? So that is then something you're just going to line up on the front of your card. Again, if you go back and watch the presentation that I did at midnight, you'll see how I show you how to do the shaped card here. And then you're putting the decoupage on the front. It's actually layering of the decoupage I wanted you to see though, because again, we are down to limited quantities. We have the decoupage here, and also I think they're probably going to have all gone now, but the Caring Thoughts. Can we just have a check, Taylor, see if there's any Caring Thoughts kits left? No, it's completely gone. It's completely gone. But they have the decoupage and the Caring Thoughts. You've got to be quick with these, guys. You've got to be quick with them. Talking about being quick, I'm going to be quick to get over to my next demonstration. Did you remember when we did the 5 and 5 with Helen in the last hour though? We had them chalkboard stamps. I believe you should have the chalkboard stamps to show everybody again.
I do. I've got them here, sat right next to me. So I will quickly show you these. Oh, I'm knocking everything over. So our chalkboard stamps, these are brilliant. They actually are brilliant. This first one here is Amazing Things. I'm just going to chuck them on the floor while we're running through. Life is too important. Forever blessed. Sweet little moments, laughter is best, and obviously you can see you've got your laughter is the best medicine, the way that you stamp these out. I will show you these samples while the guys in the gallery are trying to find the product number for you. 791874 for these. And then these ones, which is little sins. So we've got, make sure the right way around for you there. Make your dreams happen.
Oh, Angela's got these and says she loves them.
Oh, is she? The greatest thing. They are lovely, to be fair. Makes you happy. Be amazing. And life is tough. So they are, I'll quickly show you some samples before we run back over to Sara. Oh, I've just heard that I might potentially be joining Sara for this demo.
Oh, I better get you a demo station ready then.
Yeah. So there's only about 200 of each set of the chalkboard stamps left, so you need to get in there quick. Check out your basket, guys.
Right, are you coming over?
Am I coming over?
You coming over. Look, we've made some space for you over here. Apparently Hawaii doesn't translate over into American. Let's have a little look. Oh, that one's just, yes. Right, so these are your spiral pop-outs. These, oh, you won't need that. You'll not, trust me.
No iPad.
You're not quite good enough to be able to craft and read and talk at the same time. He might be confident. He's not quite there yet, is he not? Right, spiral pop-outs. It can't be difficult because I'm going to show Brent how to do it, right? Live on the show. That's how easy it is, guys, right? I tell you what, right, here we go, look at this. So this one here, butterfly and the floral, and they just roll out on top of each other. Have you done these before?
I haven't, but they're amazing.
I am good at paying attention.
Absolutely.
Right, okay.
I'm learning from the best.
Right, okay, so you've got the butterfly one, and I've got the butterfly one. We're going to put, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly how I did on the show so people could see.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you to cut 2 layers so that they can see really easily what we're doing.
All right,
right?
okey-dokey.
So get 2 layers.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to use your dies, and your Gemini machine is going to be absolutely fine to cut through 2 layers at once.
Lovely.
So just lay them both up on top of each other into your MIDI, and then we're going to die cut them through the MIDI at the same time, all right? So Crafting together. I like it. Right. So this is the bit where I want you to be careful when you get these home, okay? Because what you're going to have is, you're going to have one that goes left and one that goes right, okay? And you should have them in the other colour as well. Oh, I just don't think it's quite, I think I should have taken my time and cut through both of them. Let's just do it in one colour, should we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Right, what we should have done is cut them one at a time, guys. That'll teach us to try and speed craft, right? But can you see you've got that butterfly? Now, can you see this one is going anti-clockwise?
Yeah.
This one is going clockwise.
Right.
And what you'll find is if you just line them up over top of each other, right? What you'll see is these two will line up over top of each other at the bottom. So the only place where they'll cross is in one. Can you see it right at the bottom there?
That bottom part.
So what I want you to do is just open it out and put a little bit of tape on the very bottom like that.
Yeah.
And if you come here, everyone will be able to see you. He's in, right. Right, open that up, little bit right on the bottom.
Lovely.
Right. He's going for it now.
I am.
Right. Then what you'll do is you'll line the two up over top of each other, right?
Yeah.
Stick them two down together there. Now, if you've got a little bit too much tape on, now's the time to be really gentle. Just rub it off as well.
Just rub it off.
Yeah?
Oh, it's quite tricky to actually wash them down.
Just because you're doing under pressure because your boss is sat looking over your
Yes.
shoulder and you're live on TV and there's a few hundred people watching you.
No pressure. No pressure, is there really?
Right, okay, so what I want you to do now is just try and get that little butterfly in the middle and just open it out, and you should have one big long continuous spiral, and you shouldn't see where one ends and the next one starts. And come and show them it here so everyone can see it.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Look at that.
He's like, look at me, I'm dead tripped with myself. Right, okay, so I've got your card ready there, right? Come and bring your card in. What I want you to do is just put a little bit of tape in the middle. In fact, I'll put it on for you.
Thank you.
A little bit of tape in the middle.
Yeah.
And get the back of your butterfly and lie the back of your butterfly down, stick it down like this, right?
So this one at the back here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is it down? Then you can lie it all over the top. Lovely.
Yeah.
Right? And then again, if you put too much tape on, you can always lift it up and rub away any excess tape. Now, you haven't because I put you the right amount on. But just in case you were, doing this again when you got home.
So when I do it,
So when you do it, right? And then you're going to go with a little bit of tape just on the middle butterfly, right? So I'll do the same again. I'll just put you in on the middle butterfly here, right? And then shut your card over.
Oh, just like that.
So that when you open it up now, yeah, and then all you want to do, can you see, you're just going to ease this out the first time so that it's all perfect. And then watch what we do. We turn around and we show it to the front camera like this, and we go, here is my fabulous card, open and then close. So we're going to, you come along and you get in, is it coming in?
Here we are, this is what I made.
Are you ready? Open. And close. Oh, we're getting a round of applause. We're getting a round of applause right now. So that is just how easy it is to do a spiral pop out.
It was really easy.
Told you it was easy. Right, go on. You go and do some
back
more
over.
comments. Yeah, you can take your iPad now.
I will.
And I've got time to do one last quick look at the garden party collection, and it's a good job because this was reduced to better than half price. So when I say the garden party, I'll get you the item number up on the screen again, but the garden party collection, literally, it launched, I think it was in the midnight hour. Karen thought that's completely gone. Garden party launched at 10 o'clock this morning. It presented it again at 3 o'clock, and now they're down to literally the last couple of dozen. So if you want the garden party, yes, it was in the 10 a.m. hour, however, it's completely gone. Right, you get ready, Brent. I'll go and get over the other side of the studio.
Right, so I am showing the butterfly numbers. Here we are. Sorry about that, I didn't know where I was. How cute are these? So you've obviously got your numbers there, and then the little butterflies, and these lift up as well. Oh, wait there, I'm not going to be able to do it with my big hands. But they lift up.
Don't you ruin my board. 715547.
There we go.
We're down to the final 100 of these.
Final 100 of them.
Go on,
Look
show
at that,
them
you've got your gift
the
tag
last
there,
couple.
18 with the little butterflies on. You can customise any numbers. You've got 21st, 40th. You can do a 39, which is a little twinkle in my ear. Potential somebody's birthday next year, is it?
Not till next year, but well remembered.
18, look at that. That's lovely.
You're saying that you don't have to
Absolutely
put the card together, do you know?
No, literally, I don't.
I have absolutely no idea how that goes together, so it's just like, I'll scooch you through that really quickly.
Then you've got a 35th birthday card there. No, 25th birthday card there as well. Papers on that are stunning. Absolutely stunning. Garden party is next, and Sarah is going to be showing that.
I was saying, we've got to work on the connectors, haven't we? Because I know he's thinking, I've got to the end of mine, but I won't give him the luxury of jumping in. Don't look like
Chuck us in the deep end,
don't look like I'm interrupting you. Don't look like I'm interrupting you. Right, last chance to have a quick look at garden party here, you guys, right? I'm going to show you just a couple of samples. Honestly, these will be gone tonight. The pricing on these. So basically, when we launch this, all of the items in this kit are just shy on $150 for the mega bundle that HSN has. HSN special price was $99 on launch. They've now sold through literally their last few hundred today, and we're down to $49. So $49, of course, if you've ordered anything today, your shipping and handling's now going to be free on all of this. But everything you're seeing, from the borders, the rosette on here, the embossing folder in the background, the teacups and the tea party there, you can see they're brilliant. We did gift bags. How gorgeous was this gift bag that we saw on the show as well, with the rosette on there? And all of these, like I said, the whole bundle is like better than half price. Way, way, way better than half price. So I'm going to quickly run you through everything. So I'll go to the overhead camera and I'll try and show you everything that's on here. So first of all, you get the 6x6 cardstock on here. Now, what I love about these is you've got like that lovely green background paper, and then the coordinate to go with it. Same with the lilac one, and then the lilac coordinate. So you're getting like 3 sheets of each one, and then 3 sheets of the coordinate. Pinks, and then the pink coordinate is this lovely lace that goes with it. So really beautiful designs, and then really nice plain coordinates that are going to layer up on top of this. Where's the peach one? There's the peach one there. So you get the idea. If I flick through all of the rest of the collection, you can see it's all these lovely pastel shades and the designs that you have to work with that. Then that rosette die is this one here, so it's going to do all that folding for you for the rosettes. You've got the what's the word, Brent? Bunting. Got the bunting die. This is thick enough as well, by the way, if you want to cut through fabric, no problem at all. You've got a little miniature creator card die in here as well. You've got your edgeable designs in there too. Flowers. So if you want to do all of your flowers, you've got all these layering flowers you can work with. We've got the stencils for your background pieces. We're well over the value of the $50 that you pay now, well over. Then you've also got the, can you see the background here with the 3D embossing folders? This one is fabulous. And that, if you see it used on a card here, it's a gorgeous card where it's just being inked around the edge. It's super easy to do. You've also got the stamps where you can stamp the parasol. These are photopolymer, by the way, which is why you get such a crisp, clear image. And you've got that lovely parasol design there. And then the same with the background here. You've got all these teapots, and then you've got this teapot collection. So that is everything in the bundle. I would say go and watch the presentation, but I think by the time you get through to HSN and get checked out, these literally will be going. They will not make it through the day at the pricing they were at. Brent, I'm going to come over and join you for the last couple of minutes of the show, and we'll get on that screen again and show everybody on the website.
Lovely.
Yes, I'm coming.
I'm coming. We're going
over. I love how we
over.
can go from one half of the screen. Oh, you've lost me on there. We are going to be coming in here. Yes, there, she's there. She's there. Whoa, don't go too far away, folks. Back in the room, Right, we get either side of the screen. What I'll do is, if you get up on the HSN website, guys, what you'll see is you can shop all of our brands. So you can shop by the hour that we've been in, or you can go and shop everything of the brand of Crafters Companion. So if you go onto the homepage of the website, What you can do is you can get onto homepage, and then from that homepage you can easily access the today's special if you want it. And then you can also go to Crafts and Sew. There's the today's special. She's on the today's special now, Nicola. But you can also go and get to the Crafts and Sewing, and from there you'll see we're just over here, Crafter's Companion. So if you click on Crafter's Companion, that will take you to what's called our brand shop, and you can see everything that we've got. There's that paper library on a this day only. Can I just tell you, reduced from $75 to $29 just for the show. It's been literally reduced for this show. So if you're joining us at 9 o'clock with Suzanne, that will sell out. I can almost bet you money. To be honest, a lot of people were asking us, can I not just buy the paper library folder on its own? If you could, it would be $29. So why not get it with the 150 sheets of paper in there as well, okay? You can see all the dies that we've got, lots of them reduced for today. We've got things like paper and cardstock in here. There's the Waterfall dies that we were showing you. The acetate, I didn't even think we had that in stock. We've acetates and vellums, the template cards that we had that launched in the last show. You can literally look through everything that we've got available on hsn.com. If you want to go for that secret sale, just type WOW in the top banner, and that'll take you through to the 75% off secret sale. There is so much in that section as well. I know we've had a load of love in there. Do you have to pick a winner, by the way?
Yes.
So we get ready and pick. Have you picked a winner?
Yeah, we've gone and already picked one. So thank you for all the comments. I really appreciate it, and I know Sarah does as well. But the winner is Shannon H on YouTube.
Oh!
So, well done,
Are you going to send her your butterfly card as well?
Yes, can
Go
I?
for it, yes.
Let's do it. Let's
Right.
do it.
So all you need to do is email prizes@crafterscompanion.com, Shannon, and let us know your address and we can get them sent out to you. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea and get turned around in the next studio, ready for my big finale show with Suzanne at 9 o'clock. Make sure you tune in at 9 o'clock. What a brilliant couple of hours we've had in between times here to have a good look at the Today's Special. We're down to now the last couple of hundred of the order ships. If you do want the Today's Special, you kind of need to get that order ship checked out, probably in the next hour or two, to make sure that you don't miss out on the auto ship. There's still some single ships available. We won't have time for a full presentation at 9 o'clock, but we will touch on it a little bit. I'll see you then. You can go and get your fancy clothes back on and get back in your tracksuit, ready for being backstage in the 9 o'clock show. And I'll see you in about an hour and a half.
Bye.